Friends, in this video we are going to learn Mk1 dual starter local and remote wiring. Let's see. First we start starter from locally, and also you can stop starter from local mode. Okay. And if you want to start your starter from remotely, so remote push button is pressed, a starter running in remote mode, you can stop in remote mode. Okay. Also you can start a starter from remotely and stop from local mode. Okay. And when emergency push button is pressed, your starter will not run in local mode, also in remote mode. Okay. Now our starter running in holding mode. Okay. If you want to start your starter in inching or jogging mode, so selector is off. Now our starter will run in only inching mode. Okay. When push button is pressed, our starter run in inching mode. Okay. Also you can check from local mode. So in this video we are going to learn how to run Mk1 dual starter locally, remotely, also auto and manual mode. So let's start video, and please watch video carefully till the end. First you can see we have one Mk1 dual starter. In this starter it is start push button and it is stop push button. Now in this condition starter run in local mode. First see in this starter internal circuit. So this is motor starter, and first upper section is overload relay section. Also it is contactor section, and this is coil section or NVC section. Okay, you can see this is NVC coil which operated on 500 volt. Okay, first see NVC coil voltage, NVC coil 220 volt or 450 volt. Okay, also in overload relay section, overload relay range is 9 to 14 amp. Okay, you can select manually ampere. Okay, this is NO terminal. Okay, when this start push button is pressed, so NO max ANC and supply will pass. First check with clamp meter. You can see we set clamp meter on continuity. Now when start push button is pressed, continuity is showing. So when start push button press, it is max ANC, and this is ANC terminal. When stop push button, this is stop push button. When the stop push button press, continuity breaks, our motor starter will stop. Okay, this is power terminal in which we need to connect RYB. Okay, input power supply here, and it is contactor section. RYB comes here when NVC coil is operated. Okay, RYB connect here. And also it is NO terminal. First see in contactor section how. Now you can see it is contactor section NO terminal, which is generally used for holding supply. Okay, and first see holding concept. So this both terminal is NC when NVC coil is operate. Now for now NVC coil is stop condition, so no continuity is showing here. Okay, when NVC coil is operate, so it is showing continuity. Okay, so it is showing continuity. We will learn a holding concept practically, how starter will hold. Okay, now first we connect B phase from here. RYB connects here, so B phase first connect here and connect NVC coil directly. Okay, so one phase connect directly. Now let's see second phase control wiring. If your NVC coil 220 volts, so neutral connects directly, line control wiring you can see, but our starter coil is 440 volt. So second phase connects in NO terminal. When start push button press, so this supply comes in second terminal. Also this is start push button which we connect parallelly. Okay, so first R phase connects in NO input terminal, and we connect one connector or jumper here. Okay, when start push button press, NO supply comes here in NC terminal. Okay, when start push button is pressed, this supply comes here and connects one connector, so supply comes here, and this is also NC terminal. So NC supply comes here and we connect one connector, and this supply will connect in NVC coil. Okay, so when start push button will press, so this supply comes here. Now when start push button press, our starter will run manually mode. For holding mode, as we know, both terminal is NC when NVC coil is operated. Okay, so first see how holding comes here. As we know, when start push button press, so supply comes here and connect here to this is also ANSI terminal. Okay, so supply comes here. First see, this terminal is continuity from input terminal. Okay, when NVC coil is operate and input terminal always OR phase connects. So when NVC coil operates, so this makes NC and holding connects. I hope you clear the concept. So first we connect one connector from this terminal. When start push button press, so supply comes here. In anode terminal always supply comes. Okay, now our starter is completed. For local mode you can see you can start and stop your starter locally. Okay, you can start and stop locally. So local connection is completed now. Now we need to implement from remote mode. So this is stop push button and emergency push button. Also this is indicator and start push button, and also we connect one selector switch for auto and manual mode. Okay, so first we doing control wiring for stop push button or emergency push button and stop push button. So first we remove one connector here. Okay, first we remove this connector, and for stop push button wiring we connect one connector here. Okay, so we remove this connector and connect one wire here and connect this wire first in emergency stop push button. In emergency push button we connect NC element. So first we connect one here in this NC element. Okay, and emergency push button output we connect in stop push button. So we connect one connector here and connect in this stop push button. Okay, now we connect one more connector from stop push button NC terminal output and connect this connector to NC input terminal of overload relay. Okay, so we connect this connector here. As we remove this connector, so we make connection for stop push button from this connector. So emergency and stop push button connection is completed now. Now we see start push button or remote start push button wiring. So we connect both terminal overload relay anode terminal parallelly to this push button. So need to do connection parallelly. So we connect one connector here and connect this connector from this remote start push button. Okay, so just we are doing connection parallelly to overload relay anode terminal to this anode start push button. Okay, so we connect the output of this terminal and connect this wire from overload relay anode output terminal. Okay, so just we doing connection parallelly of this both terminal. Okay, so we connect connection parallelly. Okay, now remote push button connection is done. Now we do wiring for this holding supply. So for holding we connect one blue connector here. You can see we connect one blue connector. So just to do this blue connector wiring for selector anode terminal parallelly. Okay, so need to do connection parallelly. First we remove this connector which is used for holding connection. So first we remove this connector and connect one wire to both terminal. You can see both terminal parallelly to this selector. As we already know, this connector already connects here in anode output terminal. So we connect one connector from anode terminal. You can take separate wire if you want. You can take separate wire and connect this selector input terminal, but already supply comes here this anode output terminal. So connect one connector from anode output to selector input. Now we connect selector output terminal and connect this selector output terminal to overload relay anode terminal, contactor section anode terminal. So just we do parallel connection as we remove blue wire and do parallel connection with selector anode terminal. Okay, I hope you clear the concept. Just we do parallel connection. Now our connection is done. Just need to do indicator wiring. So just indicator wiring when starter is start, so indicator should blink. So we connect one connector from NVC coil. So just we do parallel connection from NVC coil. So one wire connects here and connect this wire in indicator. Okay, so if your coil voltage is 440, so indicator should be 440. If your coil voltage is 220, so indicator voltage should be 220. Please first check NVC coil voltage, then connect indicator. Okay, and indicator voltage should be matched from NVC coil. So we connect this NVC coil second wire from indicator coil. Okay, now indicator connection is done. When NVC coil will operate, so indicator blink. Now let's see working. Okay, first you can see our starter run locally in manual mode. Okay, when we press the start push button, our starter run in manually mode. Now we select the selector. Now our starter will run in auto mode. When stop push button press, so motor starter will stop. Now you can see it is in local mode. Okay, also for remote mode, when emergency push button is pressed, so motor starter will not run from local or remote. Okay, now our starter started from locally. Now our starter can start from remotely, okay, and stop from remotely. Also when emergency push button is pressed, so our starter will not start from local nor remote. Okay, when selector is stopped, so our starter will run in manual mode. I hope you clear the concept of how to do auto and manual wiring of Mk1 dual starter. I hope you clear the concept. If you like this video, please press like button. If you have any query, please ask in comments box. For today's enough. We'll meet in next video. Thanks for watching.